a network analyst now for about 20 years, and I've had the pleasure of watching Arista grow up from a startup really since its inception to becoming the most successful cloud networking company over this past decade. Clearly, it wasn't an easy road to hoe for Arista. It's taken on formidable competitors in a dominant market with a lot of tough competition. As Arista customers, though, continue to vote for it, it's important to understand the unique attributes of the company. I've always thought of Arista not as a networking company, but really in an AI data-driven company that delivers its value through the network. AI is the most transformative shift we've ever seen in IT, and the future winners and losers in every aspect of IT will be determined by AI. Now, if you talk to most network vendors and really any IT company, they're all AI companies today. Now, AI alone is just table stakes. Most companies have a pretty good AI strategy. It's the quality of the data that I think separates Arista. In data sciences, there's an axiom that states good data leads to good insights, and Arista's built its product in a way to generate massive amounts of high quality data. If you look at a lot of Arista's competitors, they've built their product portfolios through acquisitions, and that leads to siloed data sets where WAN, campus, cloud, data center, each generates its own set of data, but it's not consistent or unified. And as I talked about good data leading to good insights, well, siloed data leads to siloed insights or partial insights. And I think from an Arista perspective, its ability to unify that data set and look at the network end to end will create sustainable long-term competitive advantage for the company in the area of IT. Arista is obviously using AI as part of its cloud vision solution to automate its operations, but it's also allowed the company to play in the security space with Awake. Security and networking are coming together, and I think Arista has now jumped into this market at the right time with the unique value proposition again, built around artificial intelligence. Another differentiator for Arista has always been how much it values customer intimacy. One of Arista's hallmarks is it's always been willing to listen to its customer, and that's what drives product roadmap. I know over the years, Arista has been hounded by Wall Street to move into new markets long before it was ready to, but Arista's been much more thoughtful about it. Instead of thinking about it through an investor lens, it's thought about things through a customer lens. And so Arista's move into the cloud, Wi-Fi, campus, etc., has been driven by customers needing something that it wasn't getting from the market and delivering something differentiated. Arista's customer-driven product direction has enabled it to solve many of the really hard problems for customers versus building technology for technology's sake. Arista has also excelled, I think, in the area of capturing market transitions. The fundamental tenet of my research has always been that market share gains and losses happen when markets are in the midst of a transition. For example, if VMware had built a physical server, or RingCentral had built a traditional phone system, or NVIDIA had gone out to build a new CPU, none of these companies would have had any success at all. Instead, they caught a shift in the market and capitalized on that transition when the incumbent wasn't willing to disrupt itself. Arista initially came to market when it served industries such as high-frequency trading, the cloud titans, and large enterprises that weren't getting what they needed from the incumbent, and that allowed it to grow disproportionately compared to the rest of the industry. Its recent move into cognitive Wi-Fi and campus was to extend what it was doing with AI datasets and leverage the cloud, not just to be another Me Too vendor, but deliver something unique and differentiated to the market. Similarly with security and visibility, it caught the transition of these two markets coming together. Historically, security and visibility have been delivered independently, run by different groups within IT, but today those have come together. We need our network to provide the necessary visibility to be able to secure our companies, and Arista has caught that transition at the right time. If we look at the road ahead, if there's one thing the pandemic has taught us, it's the importance of agility. In the business world, things can change in an instant. Business leaders need to prepare for a world now where everyone's in the office, no one's in the office, and every possible combination in between. And that is a very, very difficult mandate for business and IT leaders. This also has a profound impact on the technology people use, as we're going to see more IoT, more cloud, more video, and more mobility. These are all network-centric paradigms that raise the value of the network. In fact, last year I ran a survey and I asked business leaders, how has the COVID pandemic changed your opinion of the network? And 46% said it's made the network more important. It has increased the strategic value of that. That means the good enough network is no longer good enough. Arista has mastered the art of software, AI, and simplicity and delivers best-in-class agility, and that allows it to become a foundation for digital businesses moving forward. This sets Arista up not only to dominate the data center, but also the campus, workspaces, and the edge.